figured out the problem with the slowdowns and the frame rate. I was actually recording to my Drobo across gigabit Ethernet, which, needless to say, is probably 150 times slower than recording directly to an SSD. But I have since resolved that, and I don't think we're going to have all those problems anymore. I didn't put the frame rate overlay on. I'll probably do that in the next video, so maybe this one won't even be that long. But I think I fixed it. So, and it's not like I was getting terrible network speeds to my Drobo. It's a very capable piece of equipment, and I've got a good network. That's what I do for a living. So it was getting like, 70, 80 megs a second, which I thought was pretty awesome. And that was according to the DX3 recording software's bandwidth test. But I was getting like 850 megs a second to my SSD. So needless to say, that's quite a difference, and I honestly think that was the problem. So I'll just have to diligently move every recording over to the NAS after I record it, because I've only got a 512 gig SSD in here, so I cannot store tons of 30 gig gameplay videos. It looks like I didn't have any problems uploading once I started encoding correctly using Camtasia Studio. It does seem to take about an hour or two after the video shows up on YouTube for the higher resolutions to show up. I thought they were all going to start showing up at the same time, and it was 360p only, and I was kind of freaking out. I said, man, all that work, and I'm not even getting 1080 here, what's going on? But everything's fine now. So this will be actually the fourth video that I upload. Once I get it, I'm playing it right now, but once I get it rendered and uploaded, this should be number 4. So, oh Jesus, I forgot. Getting this thing through these little tiny roundabouts is going to be anything but straightforward. But it looks like we made it without crashing into anything. Excuse me, without getting stuck. So yeah, things are coming along. I'm starting to figure out what the hell I'm supposed to be doing as far as the editing and rendering goes. Starting to get all my ducks in a row. And tomorrow, thanks to my buddy Theo, DOV, who made me aware that Farming Simulator 15 was coming out tomorrow. So I went ahead and pre-ordered that, and tomorrow I will play that for a bit. So hopefully I'll be one of the first guys out there with videos up of that. And that's what happens when you start talking instead of paying attention. But we'll be alright. I think I am going to need to do, I don't know how well supported realistic physics mod is anymore, but I'll see if I can find the latest copy of that and get it installed and running, because I've run into a ton of shit in this map and I haven't suffered any damage to truck or load, and that's not very realistic. So I think we'll try to rectify that situation, and then maybe I'll pay a little more attention, and even when I'm not paying attention, there might be some amusing wrecks and me destroying a job and getting paid 14 euros for a 2200 click job. But yeah, I used to play, I didn't play it really all that much. It's certainly nowhere near the amount that I've played this game. But I did play Farming Simulator 2013. It's a lot more fun than it sounds. Multiplayer on it makes sense. There's a lot of guys that's all they do is play that game multiplayer. Like Ire Agri is a bunch of Irish guys that are like, you know, like the best. I don't know, what do you want to call a group of online farmers, a clan? But anyway, and you can actually schedule them for a multiplayer session, and they will come to your farm and work all your crops. That sounds horrible, I know, but it's really not. It's a lot of fun, and maybe we can get some multiplayer going tomorrow. I got to get used to the turn radius of this thing. It's, you know, you got to have about a quarter of a mile just to turn this thing 180 degrees. All right, 0% down. Clicks to go. Okay, so we should be able to finish this job in this video. And I do love this truck. I don't care how much stuff I run into with it, but it is really nice for long haul driving. And they use these, you know, on I don't know if I would want to call it short haul, but for example, the gas station near my house, it's just right up to the corner. I saw a VNL 780 hauling a tanker, filling up their gas tanks just a couple weeks ago. You know, and that it fit the entire thing in a convenience store parking lot. So obviously they do. Oh, okay. Why do I always think I'm speeding? So they do use them around town. So maybe I just suck at driving it. I don't know. But I definitely got used to the cab over Euro style trucks. And this is kind of a departure from that. But it's a cool truck. It drives nicely. You just need a lot of room to move it in any direction but straight. I know dead air is a crime, but I didn't have anything to say about a blank stretch of Hungarian country roads. We should be there before too long. At least we can get a little speed going here, 70 kilometers an hour. I like how the trees overhang the road there. Obviously nothing happens if you drive directly through them, but I like to get out of the way just because. You kind of wish there was a little more, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. I think there should be a lot more freight stops in this game. Because you see a ton of places where normally a semi-truck would be going, you know, but they're not player accessible. And this map's already different than the regular game because to me, you're kind of picking up where in the regular game you're hauling at thousands of clicks across the continent and dropping it off in these yards. And to me, this map kind of picks up where that leaves off in that, okay, I just drove a load from, you know, Riga, Latvia to somewhere in Budapest, and now I'm picking it up in my truck and I'm going to deliver it locally. That to me is kind of what this map is all about, which I think is more interesting because it's not just endless stretches of thousands of clicks with windy roads just for the sake of it to break up the monotony. We all know that that's what SCS does, because when we're driving around on these roads for real, we all know that it's just huge, long, straight stretches of pretty much nothing. And that's, to be honest, that's what interstates, motorways, autobahns, that's what they're for. To get you from A to B as quickly as possible. And a straight line is the shortest distance between 2 points, so if they don't have to curve it, they're not going to. But I love these towns. A lot of detail. I won't keep bitching about the textures. I'm just going to enjoy the ride. I think there's an HD textures mod, but I haven't seen it around. The one that I did see had not been updated in a long time. So it was guaranteed to break. And I don't, I got too much stuff going on with other mods and these careers to break my game all the time. I stopped playing this game for 6 months after I moved, and I have a Logitech G27, but it's in storage because I moved a little over a year ago. Right now I just play with an Xbox 360 controller, which I actually like because I've got the stick for moving my head around. But I had so many mods installed, and I had to update a ton of them just to get my main career to work at all. My main career was actually broken for about 3 months while I was trying to play this game, and I was not happy. But I think I ended up having to, Pro Mods was the biggest issue. I updated Pro Mods to the new version, which required me making another account on their forums, which I don't really mind. They don't spam me. But I had to get the new Pro Mods and I think the new realistic physics, and that finally fixed it. But I ended up deleting pretty much every other mod that I was using, which kind of sucks because I liked a lot of them. But I'm sure given time I can find them again. Oh, now I am speeding. Okay. I hope I can find them again. I've added the trailers back in realistic trailers. I put the Jazzy Cat traffic mod back on this one. I didn't put his Russian traffic mod on because I don't think they would have too much old Soviet style cars left in Hungary these days. For all I know, they've always, made their own stuff, even in Soviet times. I don't think I put painted truck traffic back in. So that's what I'll have to do, because when I was playing this before, I did enjoy. Let's see if this guy just ramps straight into me. Nope, nice one. Now I'm going to have to smash into the cops. God, this is going to be a trick. Look at this. I really hate these roundabouts. I mean, I don't mean they slightly annoy me and I dislike them. I hate these bastards. Look, I'm hung up. Now, who the hell did I crash into? Who were you playing with? Oh. So that just cost me about a third of the entire job's income because I got a €400 crash vehicle offense fine. So you'll probably hear me talking now because, now I'm a little agitated. Because those roundabouts are ridiculous. They should not be. I don't know. I mean, maybe that's how Hungary really is. That semi-trucks have to negotiate those ridiculously small roundabouts, but I hate the bastards with a flaming passion. But okay, we're here. 15-minute mark. So that is a very weedy sounding horn. We'll get this baby parked. And that'll be it for this video. I gotta get some more trailer mods in here, because that is like the most generic trailer possible. Like, they didn't even make an attempt to put any branding on it. Okay. That didn't quite work out according to plan. Oh, shite. Well, that is awful, but it says we're here, so we're here. That was pretty bad. That's one of the worst park jobs I've done in a while. But I guess whatever. If you get the green, hit T, right? Okay, so we got 1,067. Minus 400. I only got 600 euros for that job. That sucks. But we leveled up, so that's good. I don't care about ADR. That doesn't make any more money. Should we go long distance or high value? Let's go high value just to see if I can break something that's worth a lot of money. We'll go ahead and pick another job while we're at it, and then the next video I'll start that job. 1,085, 1182, here we go. 1132, 1145. Here we go, getting in the 1200s. Okay. I think I'm going to take this one because I was talking about issues that I had with the Mercedes truck. So we'll go over those. That's a good amount of money. And you can see the badging's fixed. It's no longer majestic. That always ruined me on those before. And we're discovering one of these new towns up north. So let's take that one. Alright, and I will see you next job.